All right, so next track live Doppler looking okay, especially compared to where we're headed next week. But there's moisture streaming along the mountains, and there's still just enough moisture around. More than just enough. They've got snow over the Great Lakes, but just enough hanging around to pop a few little snow showers, flurries for us, mainly in the bluegrass and northern counties this morning. So don't be surprised if you're cruising around and you see a few flakes flying out there. And look at the precipitation totals. Been running some of the numbers just because we are so incredibly wet. Of course, we're coming off our wettest year ever, 2018. And if you look at the January, February precipitation totals, we are just shy of 8 inches in Lexington, and you're over 10 inches, over 10.5 inches in London. So we're running precipitation surpluses when you compare what we picked up to what we typically see at this point in the year, of anywhere from 3 to almost 5 inches over average. Now, when you look specifically at our wettest ever January, February time frame, the wettest we've ever seen in Lexington, 1950, we had over 20 inches of rain in January, February. Precipitation, that's rain and, of course, liquid equivalent of snow. Look at Frankfort, Lexington, or Lexington's in the top 40. But if you look at Frankfort, Jackson, and London, you're all in the top 10. London's had over 10 inches of rain since the beginning of the year, and we're about to pad that number with even more heavy rain potential, so those numbers are only going to climb. We've got the rest of February to get through, and the rest of this week looks pretty soggy at times. Not today. Today we may even break in a bit of sunshine into the afternoon as this cloud cover backs off a little bit, but tomorrow night things really start to get interesting because we'll initially be cold enough to start this off as winter precipitation. We just might see a shot of accumulating snow and sleet before we go over to just all cold rain as we get this surge of warmer air. And you can see that gradual transition by late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Eventually, heavier rain will overwhelm everything, but you may have an icy mix to start it off. So tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, the roads may get nasty. And if we span you out over Tuesday night all the way through Sunday, we could be looking at a pocket of anywhere between 3 to 6 inches of rain and upwards of 5 to 8 inches or more. Far southern counties, talking mainly down into Tennessee, there's going to be a bullseye of just heavy rain down south. So we're about to get swamped again. Flash flooding, all those issues that have come and gone are going to start to rise again as our rain chance does the same later in the week. We're in the mid-30s with a west wind at 10 miles per hour. And temperature-wise, yeah, it's just cold out there, and it's going to stay cold today. We'll be in the mid to upper 30s, but should stay fairly uneventful. Your 8-day storm tracker forecast. We'll show that once we get to it. If I can get my weather computer to cooperate. There we go. Upper 30s, mostly cloudy, a few flurries hanging around this morning. And then your 8-day forecast after we drop down to the mid-20s tonight. It's cold tonight. We're going to briefly edge into the low 40s tomorrow, but notice overnight lows down in the 30s. So there's a good chance for just an absolutely nasty, messy Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. And then those rounds of potentially heavy rain looks like we'll back off a bit Thursday night and then ramp it back up Friday and into the weekend. More rain on the way.